What's up, YouTube? Devin Midrow here. Back at you again with video 54. High confidence. So, let's make it happen. Let's start with the weather, right? This is a little starter. A little secret tip I have for anybody with YouTube channels, especially if you're outside, right? If you're inside, it's a little tougher, but if you're outside, you can see what's going on, right? And it's a nice little 77 degrees right now. A little warmer than usual. I think it's due to maybe humidity. There's some overcast right now. You can see the sun trying to poke out, but the clouds are pretty dark, pretty thick at the moment. And ultimately, the biggest takeaway is another day above ground, right? Very blessed to live in a place like this. 77 is comfortable weather too. It's a comfortable place. And geographically, I mean, man, that's a pretty big deal. Obviously, family is, for most people, family takes precedence, right? So when it comes down to where you live, a big determining factor is going to be, it's really going to be, your family first, right? That's going to be a huge thing. Like if you really think about it, there's some fairly miserable places to live. If you really kind of shake that down. In the United States. I'm just talking within the U.S. I'm not even going outside of that. I mean, if you look at other countries, obviously there's some pretty rough places too. But people adapt, and they make it happen. They make it work, even with their circumstances the way it is. With the weather being the way it is and all that stuff, they adapt, and they do it because that's what it's about, right? They work together with the family, especially when you can work with your family, right? It's we ourselves just on our own, we're powerful. We're powerful beings just on our own. But man, when you can team up with other people, that's where real leverage comes into play. And everybody may think that when you have a team of 4 people, that it's just, it's 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 = 4, right? And I heavily disagree, with that. I'm not saying that maybe a lot of people agree with what I'm about to say, but when you get 4 people, I truly think that you're not just adding, you're multiplying, right? Like it's exponentially growing. I'd venture to even say it's a power of 4, right? So it's 4 times 4 being 16. So you got 4 people, but you have the leverage of 16 people if you work together. Synchronistic. Whoa, man. I think that I'm thinking in harmony. Let's just say in harmony today. We're gonna go with in harmony. I think that that definitely gets the message across. That's really the biggest thing is looking at yourself and going, okay, you can go fast by yourself, but you can go far with a team, right? You can go wide and far with a team. And I think that for the people that are very successful in life, one thing that I would say almost all of them have in common is they have the ability to look ahead and really see the future for what it is and plan accordingly based off of that. And when you can get a team behind you and you guys can strategize and have that long-term vision, and then reverse engineer that and tactically, approach each individual component of the action steps that are going to be required in order to achieve those goals, aspirations, dreams, long-term, strategically. That is what it's about. It's like it's kind of a dichotomy, and we're not promised tomorrow, but we live like we are. You know what I mean? We are totally not promised tomorrow, but we live as if we are. And that's the way you have to do it, though. You gotta inspect what you expect. And I truly believe I'm gonna be alive tomorrow. It's kind of weird saying that, when I actually put it out there. I think we all intrinsically believe, like, yeah, we're going to see tomorrow. Of course we are. Why wouldn't we? Is there something I don't know about? Right? But it's like when you actually have to, think about it and actually put two and two together and go, okay, we obviously must believe that we're going to make it tomorrow. So we believe we're going to make it a lot, until we get old, right, and retire. Like everybody's talking about retirement, right? And you get to retirement age, it's like, how do you know you're going to make it? You might not even make it to retirement age, like who knows? But we believe that we will, and as we should. And so if we're going to believe that, then we got to think long term and think about life and what it could be years from now if we start and plant the seeds today in order to achieve those goals, dreams, aspirations that we want to achieve that are not going to happen overnight. The greatest things in life don't happen, just in one day. You know what I mean? There might be components that occur that lead up to that point, but that doesn't necessarily mean that one it could be the catalyst that leads to a multitude of other things that get to your goal. And you never actually achieve your ultimate goal and like, okay, I achieved my goal, life, I'm good. I've got everything I wanted to do in life. There's nothing else in life I want to go after. Obviously that's not going to be the case. However, with that said, it's always important to get there to your goal, evaluate, where you're at, and then, further iterate and expand upon what you want to go and do from there. So it's a real slippery slope, going down the whole dreams and aspirations and goals kind of deal. There's a lot that goes into that, right? There's a ton that goes into it, but it really starts with the first step, right? It really starts with the first step. So I'm gonna cut it from there. I'm not gonna get too far down the rabbit hole, and I'll leave you guys with that. So until next time, don't forget to like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Aloha.